Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I am doing the last video that I know of for just showing off the skills for the Tensura Mod. Today I'm doing the rest of the unique skills from C to Z, and yeah, just so you guys do know, this will probably be a longer video, and I will probably try to include a timeline of each skill because of how long this video might be. So stay tuned, and yeah. So let's just jump right into the first skill. Let's do this. All right, first skill is Chef. Pretty much it is a skill that removes all of your debuffs and heals you. So see my health right now? I could just use this and I'm back at full health. And it does use a little bit of mana, MP, but it's fine. You can just take a lot of damage, heal it back, remove all negative status effects. It does say you can apparently remove negative status effects and heal other monsters like mobs, but it doesn't really work from what I can tell. I've been trying to test it out and it just doesn't seem to be working, as you can tell from right here. If I smack this lizard, doesn't really do anything. Oh wait, no, it did. Never mind. It does heal, but it doesn't remove their status effects from what I could tell. This is a very simple skill. It is very nice. Doesn't have any passives, and it just heals, and yeah, that's it. Next skill. All right, so this is a pretty big one. Chosen One. Some of the passives include when you spawn into the world. This is a really good thing. When you spawn into the world, you become blessed upon getting the Chosen One's unique skill. Blessed pretty much makes it so you have when you pray for the spirits, you have a 100% chance to get all elemental spirits plus either a light or dark when you pray, granting you the hero egg instantly. Getting the hero egg is a huge step up, and it is great. I'm pretty sure only humans can normally get it, and yeah, so that's really good. I'm pretty sure it allows monsters or like slimes and stuff to get it, so that's nice. But onto the other passives. All right, so passives include Hero Beacon. This is unlocked with Mastery, and all skills and battle wills owned by the subordinate become the players when they are killed. So you see this direwolf. I'll spawn a direwolf, and Hero's Hockey. If I do this, oh, that thing died. Hero's Charisma. No. There you go. If they die around me, then they will in turn become my subordinate. And I don't think you can give me any skills, but I'm pretty sure Coercion is a skill I can get from you. Okay, so skills you can get from like your allies or any of their like common basic, like common extra, or maybe if you're lucky, some of their intrinsic and definitely their unique skills. But since I have every skill in this playthrough, I don't obtain any skills from anything because I already have it. So I'm just going to cut to the next skill. This skill is very useful, but it's whatever. Now for the active skills, Hero's Hockey. It pretty much uses your MP, and when you activate it within a 30 by 30 radius, all the passive mobs are affected as long as your EP is over 75% of theirs. It does nothing otherwise, but if it gives one fear level for each 20% difference with the user's EP. So if I got a cow, we get a cow. Pretty sure this thing's gonna die instantly, but yeah. But you saw that right there. Fear 20. Now for the other ability, Hero's Charisma. When activated, all passive and neutral mobs within 20 blocks by 20 block radius will be treated as the player's allies and will assist them in combat for 120 seconds. When in slot, any mode, any mobs they or the player defeat will be resurrected as allies with half max health. So if we go over here, let me just find some passive mobs right there. There you go. You're all my friends now. And I will say, attack this thing for me. Right? Hey guys, you're mind controlled, right? Yeah, you're mind controlled. Are you mind controlled? No. Okay, Karari's doing it, but well, whatever. There's not really that many passive mobs that can attack anyway, so that skill's kind of useless. So yeah, let's just jump into the next skill. All right, similar. This is Commander. What it is it's essentially just a better version of the thought communication skill, but it gives you some pretty good passives. Passives being thought acceleration. You just gain that skill instantly. That's pretty good. Another one is inspired forces. Boosts. It pretty much just boosts all allies within 30 blocks by 30%. 60 with mastery, and then gives them a 30% crit chance, and 60 with mastery. So it just really boosts your allies. Then passive, another one, predictive calculation. There is a 25% chance to dodge an attack and a 50% chance to ignore dodge on enemies. Nullification is treated as resistance, and resistance is bypassed. And then also, magic jamming's damage mitigation is ignored. So anything, if they try to like magic jam you, that's ignored. That's pretty good. Now let's bring it to the actives. Pretty much it is the same thing as a, let me just get a pet. Alright, so this is my direwolf. Wow, so cool. It pretty much active is thought communication. It allows me to just tell it where to go. Wander, stay, follow, Targeting, passive, aggressive, protect, neutral, and I can just tell it to do whatever. So if I do passive, it will not attack anything, even if I'm getting attacked, and it will just follow me. Aggressive means it will attack everything. If I place on a wolf, it will start attacking it. And protect means it won't attack everything. It will only attack the things that try to attack me. So if I do this, game mode survival, I'm probably gonna die from this. Wow, you're actually really good at your job. Game mode creative, and then of course neutral is back to where it is normally. Thought domination. Pretty much it works similar to Vampire's Charm. Oh wow, you're big. I pretty much just mind control it. It's my pet temporarily. Doesn't do too much. It's, just a basic monster. I can tell it to stay, move, follow, target. So yeah, pretty nifty skill. Let's just jump right into the next. Pretty much we got Cook here. Its passives include certain outcome. All attacks made by the player become critical hits automatically. Attacks made by the player shatter all barrier points unless the target has an EP more than 2 times the player's. So you know that multi-layer barrier, that's pretty much useless. It's very overpowered, but kind of useless if they don't have 2 times more EP than I do. So, yay. And the passive optimal action. The player's attacks ignore all forms of dodge. Learning and mastering abilities grants 5 points instead of 1. Nullification is treated as resistance, and resistance is bypassed. So pretty much anything that's like, let me just get Hinata. That's Dolphin. This is like the overpowered boss in the game, Hinata. It is impossible to hit her half the time because she is literally impossible. But pretty much it is very easy to beat her if you have this skill. And she does regenerate, so it kind of sucks. And she has 2 phases. But with the active of this ability, pretty much makes it so it's a lot easier for me to take her down. If I want to, I could do this. Chaotic Fate. When activated, makes the damage the player's next attack reduce the target's max HP by the amount of damage dealt. Crouching while using this will undo all permanent damage done with Chaotic Fate to the user. Looking at a mob will do that to them become toggleable with mastery. So what I can do is I can do this. And she should be stuck at 900. Oh, no, she healed it. She's not stuck. Oh, wait, no. She is. You can see she started at 1,000, and now her maximum health is 893. And you're stuck at 500 health on your second phase. That's kind of funny. 420, 380. There we go. So pretty much, yeah, you can just reduce their maximum health by forever. Wait, I just got her pants. What? Holy armament leggings. This would be so overpowered to get. That is amazing. Also, of course, moonlight. Barrier piercing, 53 attack damage. That's kind of overpowered. Holy coat multiplies the damage dealt against monster targets, and severance, of course. So, yeah, that is really good. So, yeah, next skill. This brings us to our last skill of the C's. Creator, the most overpowered skill, but also not at the same time. Pretty much, it gives you analytical appraisal, but at a higher degree. Yeah, so I can just have a better version of it. It just allows me to see higher ranges, and of course, skill creation. One problem though with this is that it is kind of like I have like every skill, so nothing's gonna pop up. But if I were to like 1 second. Alright, so I just have creator, that's it, nothing else. Pretty much what it does is it allows me to pick and choose a unique skill that I want for a while. It allows me to choose whatever I want, however I want. And yeah, so let's just say I want to do Berserk or Berserker, yeah, I can create that skill. Of course, this skill, the creator will go on a 20-minute timer. So I have the skill for a full day, Berserker, allowing me to just use and utilize the skills, passives, and actives for the full day. And you might be thinking, oh, time. What if I just choose a skill that will, give me, I don't know, skill stealing abilities, and I could just steal the skill from another person, or make a body double and steal the skill from that. Well, you're not the first to think of that. There's a lot of people who have tried, and they have fixed that bug, sadly. So you are stuck to the skill, and any skills you obtained while stealing the skills will be revoked afterwards the skill is gone. So, yeah. You might be thinking, oh, I really want to just kind of like get the skill and just kind of like, keep the skill and not have to change it every single time just so I can collect a lot more skills. Sadly, I've thought about this as well, and the skill will disappear along with all the skills, and you will not get them back. So, pluses and minuses, but whatever. This skill, anti-skill, is only is available through creator, apparently. I didn't even know that. So, pretty much what happens is you get the choice to click anti-skill after getting creator. So it's like you can choose every skill, and you can also choose to take away skills. So that's pretty nifty. Next skill, I guess. Alright, so we got degenerate. Pretty much the first thing it can do is it allows you to craft and uncraft. You can uncraft things, which is very nice. Synthesis and separation. This is so good. This is so good. You have no reason to not want this skill badly in any playthrough. Pretty much what it does is this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is really good because synthesis is essentially just a anvil. I can get protection, blast protection. I don't know if I can get multiple protections on this. I can. This allows me to just enchant anything I want with anything. So I have these 3 types of protection, and then I cannot put respiration on it. But that makes sense. If I do put this right here, I can remove certain things. So let's say let's get Curse of Binding. let's say I got this really good chest plate. It has all these amazing things, but Curse of Binding and Vanishing, and you don't want those on. You can go over here and put this on the top one right there, and just click that, and now that's gone. Go over here, click that, and now it's gone. It's very nice, very useful, especially for, you know, going to places. If I do this, crafting. How do I know? Yeah, so if I put a book here, I can get paper and leather back. I don't know if it works on enchanted stuff, though, sadly, but whatever. If I, so you get this skill from using Predator on Shizu once she is down on the ground after Ifrit spawns. So be careful with that. Actually, once Ifrit is defeated, I think. So be careful. Synthesize is the next ability. It pretty much makes it so the user, if they are looking at a Cherubic core, they can absorb it and getting their skills and getting a lot more depending on the core's state. Getting more of the core is activated. So that's pretty good. Separate. When used on a mob with an EP below 75% of your players, you can steal one of their common or extra skills. And of course, it has some other functions like stripping copper, and other blocks, and gives the player the ore and leaves when stone or deep slate block is placed, was in its place. So yeah, it's interesting. It has a couple of features that are useful for just Minecraft. So if you're looking just for a chill playthrough, this would be a good skill for you. Next skill. Alright, so this skill, Divine Berserker. Pretty much it is a better version of Berserker. I think Berserk. So yeah, it is very good, but also very bad. It has only one ability and no passives. Its only ability is Divine Release. It grants pretty much you a massive boost with it is strength 20 buff and an additional 20 armor points and 0.06 speed plus 0.06 speed, so 6% speed increase. It lasts for 3 minutes and upon the ending gives paralysis 2 and fragility 2 and weakness 2 for 10 minutes. Mastery increases the duration to 6 minutes and double the stat boost. During the duration, all damage taken is treated as physical damage. Every battle will attack the user does in this mode will deal 6 times damage, 8 times with mastery, and costs 10,000 MP and deals 10 HP in damage every second while active. So I do this, and I am super boost. I'm super boosted, and it will hurt me while I keep it active. So yeah, it pretty much gives me overpoweredness. Let me get it on me quick. Pretty much, I do 181 or just a good amount of damage every single time I hit something. So it's really good. I have 40 armor with nothing on, and yeah, I'm faster, stronger, and all my battle wheels do a crap ton more damage. So if you're going for a physical build, this would be a great skill to have. But other than that, it's not the greatest in my opinion. Just a temporary buff that doesn't even last that long. 6 minutes. I mean, it does last a good amount of time, but still. Next skill. Alright, we got one of my more favorite skills. I wish there was more buffs to this, not buffs, but just being able to change more. We got Engroiger. Pretty much it allows you to change your size. So let me just quickly turn it on. Yeah, so naturally when I have it active, I have a bonus to size. I'm already bigger. So it's pretty neat. Passive Engroiger, when toggled on, increases the player's size by 1.5 times and grants various passive buffs, aka knockback resistance, knockback, more damage, more speed, and more armor. And also makes the player's hunger permanently fully saturated, so you'll never get hungry. So it's a pretty good passive. Active Amplified. You can just amplify all of your previous passive. So, doubles all buffs from Engroiger for 2 minutes at the cost of 300 MP, and if activated again while currently buffed, causes the user to dash forward in the direction they're looking. So, if I activate it again, I am now 2 times size. I am double the player size, and I am, yeah, pretty much I can dash. It allows me to do a good amount more damage. It allows me to do 20 more damage. And I have 20 armor, and I am just overall bigger. It's a pretty fun skill to have, especially if you're like combining it with other skills like Martial Master or something like that. Especially when you have Battle Wills. So, yeah. I guess this is a very simple skill. So, like, next skill. Alright, so we got Envy. Its passive is it gives you Jealous Luck. It's what it's called. 20% dodge chance and luck 3. Immune to weakness and slowness. So, luck 3. Again, this skill would be great to have, especially when you're exploring, looking in chests constantly. You get insane loot every single time. You'll start to take diamonds for granted, pretty much. And pretty much the other skills are Strength Sap and Absorb. Pretty much what it does is Absorb can only be activated on the target with a higher EP than the player. So this is great early game. I currently have 10 million EP, so there's nothing, zero, nothing that is stronger than me right now. So doesn't really do too much anyway. Pretty much it attempts to lower the target's EP to the same as the player, with the difference being returned to the player. 50% of the EP absorbed this way is converted into maximum EP, and the other 50 is returned to temporary MP and AP. So what it does is essentially it brings everything down to your level to a certain degree. So if the target's EP is 20% higher than you, then you get 30% of their EP. 10 to 20, then 20% of their EP, and lower than 10, then 10% of their EP. So it's really interesting because it's a good skill early game. But it has a definite cutoff once you realize you're stronger or just as strong as the strongest thing. So you're gonna have to find some other way to gain strength. And the next skill, Strength Sap. In a 30 block by 30 block radius around the user, the magicules of around the user applies 10 seconds of weakness slowness for each 10% difference. 50 to 60 level 1, 40 to 50 level 2, 30 to 40 level 6, and yada yada yada. Also drains MP and AP at a 0.1% rate per second of the affected entity, which doesn't go to the user. Has a 20% chance to increase one level of insanity for the user. So every 10 seconds. So be careful. If I do this, since I have a lot higher EP than this guy, he has slowness and weakness. So I'm pretty much just gonna beat the crap out of him. He is not allowed to move. So yeah, I guess it's a very simple skill. Next skill. So this skill is a must-have if you are trying to just survive in a hardcore 100 days. By the way, I'm doing one of those soon. I'm at day 40, so yeah, be careful for that. I do not have Falsifier though. It would have made life a whole lot easier, but Falsifier pretty much makes it so passive in slot makes the player able to see through illusions and invisible targets. So if I were to do this, effect, give this invisibility for 10 seconds and 1, I can see him. I can see him and he's still right there. He is not invisible to me. He is just transparent. So that's pretty neat. This is a good skill to have if you're fighting your friends and stuff and you like want to like battle them, because then they cannot see you at all. Active is presence concealment. So I just pretty much go completely invisible. It's a pretty fun skill to have, especially when I'm fighting these things, because I could just do this, like game mode survival. He can't see me. I can smack him, and he still can't see me. It's very fun. But as soon as I deactivate it, they're coming after me now. But boom. Yeah, it's a very good skill to have. It only lasts for 120 seconds, but you can just reapply it. So it's very nice. Pretty much another cool thing is illusion. I can put fake stuff on me. So let me just go back to creative and do that really quick. I can just, let's say I have this amazing armor on me, but I can illusionize it to be something really bad. Sword. Let me just give myself a good sword too. Sure. So yeah, I might be able to see my own inventory. I'll be like, all right, I'm wearing full heat, best armor in the game, and a really good sword. But my enemies, they will see leather armor and a little copper blade. They will think nothing of me, and then as soon as I whack them, they die in one hit. They'll be like, what? And they will not know that I am dressed in armor that gives me almost triple the amount of normal diamond armor. So, very nice. Another cool thing to choose to fake another thing is fake death. Pretty much I can do this. If I remove all my armor and I jump from this height, game mode survival, fake death, I have to hold it. But if I do this, I will go invisible. No one can see me there for 5 seconds, and I will be able to just die. And I died again. Oh, no. You want to come after me again? So pretty much, this is a very cool skill to have. It pretty much makes you almost immortal as long as you're holding this skill. And I could just go invisible, and he will not know anything. I can just whack him. So it's very nice. This is an amazing skill. I love this skill so much, especially in a server with my friends. So yeah, let's just jump into the next skill. Let's just say you're a basic person. You don't need fancy skills, big moves, or anything. You just want solid strength. This is the skill for you. Fighter. What it does is it makes learning battle wills and magic happen instantly. You don't need to worry about like trying to learn it or learning process. It's just instant. And passive is the player earns 3 times more mastery points with each usage. So pretty much every single time you use a skill, you earn 3 times the amount that a normal person would. So let's say you earn, I guess, 2 mastery points each time, you get 6. So it is very good skill. Passive, and the next passive is the player gets a plus 75 base strength and then plus 150 with mastery. So I do 151 with each punch. And without mastery, it does 75. So I do 76 with each punch. And if I use a scale sword, do a 201. It is a very good skill for just basic usage. And yeah, very simple. Next skill. This brings us to the last skill of this video. Going out with a bang, really. I didn't realize that there is a crap ton of skills, and they all have great abilities and things I have to show or say. So yeah, let's bring it to this last one, which is Fusionist. It is a, let's say, explosive skill. It's balanced enough. It's great skill if you want to be a slime, because then you get to go mining for the magic ore, which is very easy with this. But first thing you got to do is disassemble. You can disassemble blocks by just instantly deleting it. And pretty much what it does is it gives you material to blow things up. Now I have fuse. What I can do is I can fuse a block into a landmine. It costs 5 of those matters. And if anything, it says landmine. Wait. Boom. Yeah. So it costs 5 blocks to make an explosion this big. It's very strong, and it's a single explosion. So it's really good. And if you don't want to do that, you want to just, go big, just continuously fire them, you can just shoot this. Each of these will cost 1 material, and you can just constantly blow things up. Very nice. Oh. Oh, wait. If I go over here and I click it, I can do a remote activation. And it will blow up on its own. So it's pretty neat. Can I set multiple? No. But either way, it's a very, very destructive skill, so be careful. Only letting me shoot this many because I'm in creative. But yeah, I just gotta mine these, and then you have infinite material. So if you spend like a solid 2 days in Minecraft just constantly getting material, you'll never run out. And if I just yeah, so it's very nice. Diamonds right there, and anything good, and you found a cave. So yeah, it's a great skill. Not gonna lie. Don't use it near your base. I will warn you. God dang, the lag is crazy. But yeah, so don't use this skill anywhere near your base unless you want it to blow up. Oh my gosh. Lag! Why is it getting so bad? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure did as well. And yeah, next video should be the last one of all the skills, and after that video I should be able to post a 100 days of me surviving in this mod with I think 3 unique skills. Two of them are what the main character of Rimuru has, and I just gave myself a skill that I think I would personally want to have in another world. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you later. See ya.